Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and taking a first look at the TCL 20XE. Okay, so before I get started, I want to give a special thanks to TCL for sending this out for unboxing and reviewing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now you'll see here, of course, is the box that comes in, powered by Next Vision. And on the back here, it does show a few specs, like a 6.52-inch HD Plus display, a 13 megapixel camera, a 5,000 milliamp battery, and quick charge 18 watts. Let's go ahead here and pull the top off, and right on top there we do have the TCL 20XE. We'll put that out, put to the side for a moment and see what it comes with. So in here, just your books and stuff, nothing really. You have 20XE books. You also got your Type-C cable as well as your wall adapter. And now we have the phone in hand. Let's go ahead and slip it out of this plastic here. And on the front here, you will see the 6.52-inch display. On the rear here, you will see a nice looking color here. It's got your 3 cameras with your flash and your fingerprint scanner. Little TCL branding down there on the bottom. On the right side here, you got your power and your volume rocker. On top, you got your 3.5mm headphone jack with microphone. And on the left here, you got your SIM and SD card slot. And here on the bottom, you do have a bottom firing speaker, microphone, and Type-C charging port. Let's go ahead here and power the phone up. Okay, we got TCL, powered by Android. So I'll go ahead and get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now, one thing I did notice was when you bring it in really close, you can kind of see like this flake here in the back. Kind of shines a little bit, and around the edges it's really noticeable. So a pretty cool little feature there here. A little addition to the phone. Now, the back fingerprint scanner works pretty good. Get that all set up. Let's go ahead and try that out now. And it works pretty good. Nothing really wrong with it. Wrong button. Try that again. And yeah, it's really good. Also has face unlock. We'll try that out right. Yeah, we'll just kind of do this here. Face unlock now. There you go. So not bad at all. Now I want to start off with the display here on this phone. This phone has a 6.52-inch 720 by 1600 IPS TFT display. Now the processor in this phone is a MediaTek Helio P22 octa-core processor, clocked in at 2 GHz with a PowerVR GE8320 GPU, with of course 3 GB of RAM, and the storage 32 GB. Now looking here at the cameras, it's got a 13 megapixel standard main lens. It's got a 2 megapixel macro lens and a 2 megapixel depth of field camera. And of course the front camera comes in at 5 megapixels. Now turning the phone back on. Now the prices of this phone, you can buy it at Boost Mobile and Metro by T-Mobile. I'll throw some screenshots over here if you want to see the current price. And of course, always call in to your Metro by T-Mobile or Boost Mobile store to find out if there's any kind of other deals, like port-in deals. But the Boost Mobile is $59 right now on sale. And I think you can just buy that straight offline if you want to. But store may have better offers. Metro by T-Mobile, if you port in a number, you get it for free. And of course, you see the retail price there as well. So of course, check your stores to find out what real prices are. This is just what it shows here online. So wanted to kind of show, just share that out there a little bit. So looking here on the phone, typical TCL, I mean, it looks good. It looks clean. I do like TCL's skin here. It's not too heavy. It looks pretty good and flows along pretty well. Now, scrolling, I mean, you can see it does look pretty decent. There is a few hiccups here and there, but overall, we got to really kind of load it down with some games and apps and stuff like that to see how it's going to work on an average day-to-day basis. But yeah, anyway, let's pull the drop down here and see what we get. Just your typical stuff here, your media notification, Wi-Fi calling, Next Vision, and all that kind of good stuff. Hotspot, dark mode, and nearby share, and all that kind of good stuff there. Going here to the settings here for just a moment. Going up here to the top, you will see the Bluetooth, and of course, it just shows your Bluetooth. Oh, haven't got that on yet. Mobile networks and connected devices. It has your VPN, printing, Chromebook, nearby share, and Android Auto. Down here at home and lock screen, change your wallpaper, your themes. You got your default home app, your home settings here. So you can have a home and app drawer or just a home screen, Google feed, recent apps, just stuff like that. Typical stuff that you always see. Lock screen style and all that kind of good stuff going on in there. Now here in the display, like I said, a pretty low brightness right now, but it looks, it's bright enough, to be honest, for me in this lighting. I'm turn this up to 30 minutes just because it keeps on going dim on me. And of course, got your status bar here for network speed, battery percentage. You can have it next to battery icon, which I do prefer to have it right there. And LED indicator and more display settings is just your screensaver colors and stuff like that. Sound and vibration, notifications, button and gestures. So you got your 3-button navigation, so you can have it to, back, home, and recents, or of course, your gesture navigation, which I do prefer. All right. Let's back out of that here. Advanced features, you got remote lock, game mode, one-handed mode, screen recorder, and multiple user. Let's see, got your security down here. So you do have the fingerprint, face unlock, smart unlock, and remote lock. If the phone is lost, you can lock the phone remotely by sending a text message. So pretty good stuff there. Let's go back here and see where dark mode was, because I'd rather turn that. There it is right there. I'd rather have that turned on. Yeah, looks much better. Much better on the eyes, I'm telling you. So that's nice to have that remote lock just by sending a message. That's pretty cool. Down here at storage, now like I said, storage 10 gigabytes used out of 32 gigs, so you get around 21 gigs. But for the price of this phone, free and a port in, or $59, I mean, that's a really good price for what you're getting. I mean, a nice big display, a nice feeling phone, a good looking phone, to be honest. It's kind of a plain phone. I mean, it really is kind of a plain phone, but it works and it looks good. So yeah, down here at system, you can see here the display, the cameras that I just read to you, the storage. Running Android version 11. It's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Forgot to mention that, I believe. But yeah, battery should last you plenty here on this phone. And you can also have your device unlock right here for when your phone is eligible for unlocking. This is a Boost Mobile or Metro by T-Mobile phone. So yeah, pretty much all there is there. Now I did run a Geekbench 5 test. Let's take a quick look at that. And as you see right there, not the high scores. I mean, the P22, is a pretty old processor, but 147 single core and 727 multi-core. Of course, I will test out gaming. I always test out Asphalt 9, and I always test out Call of Duty on these phones just to see how they work. If they work smoothly. I don't play a lot of other games, right now, but those are 2 games right there that I do use and play. So I will download those and try them out here on this phone. So that's the Geekbench scores. But overall, the phone does feel, pretty snappy. It's got a few little hiccups and but it's overall not a bad phone whatsoever. Now, just looking at your typical standard stuff here, I get a lot of questions about the dialer and stuff like that. So, of course, this little button over here will bring up your dialer. Typical standard dialer that you see on all phones. Of course, you got your messages over here. RCS message tips and all that kind of stuff right there. You can see just your typical keyboard there, like Gboard, and everything's going to work just fine. All of your emojis are here as well. So if you like using emojis, there's plenty of them here to choose from. So yeah, let's take one look here at the camera right quick like, and I will wrap this video up. And so here we do have your auto mode. We got your 1x, we have your 2 times, and your 4 times, which gets very blurry here against this because, of course, it's very close. Got your video mode here as well, and your portrait and your panoramic mode. So back up here at auto, this button over here will bring up your pro mode, stop motion, light trace, and super macro mode. So if we go in there and we hit super macro mode, yeah, you can kind of see right there that it does, it's pretty clear, pretty far in there. But anyway, up here, we'll go into the settings. Got your photo size, so you can choose between all of these, 13 megapixels, 10 megapixels, 9, and 8 megapixel full screen. As well here as, I'm not really sure why my screen went dim. Screen went really dim there for some reason or another, but anyway. Got your video quality, 1080p at 30, 720 at 30, and 480 at 30 as well. Calorie detection, smart guideline, internal storage. So this is a plus side, all right? So if you have an SD card, you can just slap it in this phone, go in here, hit storage, and turn it to external storage. So all your pictures, videos, music that you add will all go to that. So that will save room in your internal storage for more apps and games, because there's not a lot of storage in this phone. So, I mean, having an SD card for your pictures and videos is pretty much needed now. But I will do more testing, test the battery out, and all that kind of stuff. But good pricing, and TCL is really making some good budget phones, some good mid-rangers, and some good high-end, in my opinion, phones. So, yeah, that's all I got to say right now about the TCL 20XE. If you have any questions, be sure to leave it down below. If this was helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and clicking that bell on for all notifications in the future. I will be appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.